Hi everybody, this is Frank here, through Life Through My Lens, and I'm back again for another video. And today I'm going to go into the city which I live in, which is Cambridge, and I'm going to do my magnet fishing day at a place called Jesus Lock. And we've been there before in last year. It was actually quite good, so let's hope and pray today that I find something good under the water. Come and join me. Today we are at the Jesus Green Lock here in Cambridge, and this is the River Cam. I have done magnet fishing here before. I'm going to be going down the other side of the river there where the boats are. This boat over here is called Casper, like the ghost, and of course this is the lock here, just there, and the bridge over. Of course, I always like to film the swans and the ducks, and also the pigeons. Jesus Green Lock. We're coming down to the river now. Spring is in the air. This is the spot where I'll start my magnet fishing from here. You see just over there, you got all the pants. And the city's just down the stretch of river there. Very busy part of Cambridge. This pub over here is called Byron's Bear. Strange name for a pub. Of course, Lord Byron was a famous poet who lived in Cambridge. And there is another place where I do my magnet fishing called Lord Byron's Pool. I've done some really good videos. So I'll just give this little stretch of water a little chance today and see how we get on. Just give you a little view around. Hello everybody, my subscribers out there on YouTube. Hope you are all well. Hope you all had a good week. I'm now going to chuck this magnet into the river here and let's see if we find anything at all today. Anything is a blessing. So let's get throwing it in. We are now ready for the launch. Well, today I've made sure that I put my gloves on because on the last video I was a bit naughty. So today gloves are on. Sometimes they will come off sometimes because I have to take them up to stop the camera and also to show you some items. So let's put in the first magnet. Well, the first magnet is going in today, and of course the usual things I always seem to find is a nail. It's either a nail or a screw or a bottle top, but today it was a nail. Here we go again, same spot, same items. Bottle tops. There you go, that's the first one. And we've got a Stella one. It's a drink I actually like to drink, Stella. And also another nail. So some finds, but nothing exciting. Paddleboarding down the River Cam. Another thing to show you, which I found quite unusual actually, is these leaves. And also up in the tree here, a couple of CDs, actually 3 CDs up there. Well, the next thing I'm going to show you is this. Not sure what this item could actually be. Look at that. Nearly dropped it there. There we go. Very unusual. It almost looks like something you get on a game piece for sort of Ludo or something like that. So something different. Well, I'm just going to show you some items I have managed to pull out of this stretch of water here. So first one up, we've got this. Looks like a little measuring spoon to me. And the second thing to show you, there we go. Of course, we are in Cambridge, of course, and this is a city full of bicycles, and a lot of them get dumped in the river. So there you go, we've got a bike pedal. And the next thing up, something I do find often. There we go. We've got ourselves a bit of chain. And probably to go with the chain was probably this item coming up next, is this. This looks like something on the boat where you put the oar into. I'm not sure what you call this part, but it looks like part of a boat. So that's an interesting item there. So I'm happy with these items so far. Well, I've got to say this next item up is probably the best find of the day so far. There we go, have a little look at that. Closer look up there, right up to the camera. On the other side, I've got myself a little knife there. It's actually quite a nice find. So I'd say that this, so far, is the find of the day. Now, what have we found here? Well, the first thing up to show you, there we go. Just a bit of pipe in there. Nothing exciting, but of course, it's still metallic. Then, we've got this bit here. This looks like a bit of heavy duty metal. Have you ever seen any? And the last bit up, as I said earlier, we are in Cambridge. There we go. We've got a bike pedal. Without the pedals, of course. So it's a part of the crank bit and the pedals would go on here. There we go. So another interesting item. As you can see behind me, you have to contend with punts today in Estrecha River. Punting, something if you ever come to Cambridge, you've got to try. Well, I'm originally from a place called County Durham, which is situated in the northeast of England. It's actually, I think, the only county in the whole of England called County Durham, or a county in front of it. And of course, up in the northeast, they used to make a special drink called Newcastle Brown Ale. And there we go, I think. There we go. We've got a blue star there. I think that's from Newcastle Brown Ale. I might be wrong, mind. But if you've ever been, or you have never been to the northeast of England, take a visit to County Durham, Northumberland, Middlesbrough, up that way. The people are really, really friendly. So that's a little bit about me and where I come from, the northeast of England. Well, got some more items to show you. Get lots of these actually down by the river. There you go. Tin lids, another popular item from magnet fishers. But this one, a bit different, something unusual. There we go. That looks a bit like a bell to me. Say it looks like a bell. An old bell. And next one up, I'm going to show you this. Got yourself a little bit of chain, but on the end there, got yourselves a nice lock. Avis, a blue lock. I don't think I've ever found a blue lock before, but the only sad thing is, don't have the key for it. But a blue lock. Well, I have come to that part of my video which is finds of the day. So I'm going to give you a little rundown of all the items which I think are interesting, as well as all the bottle tops which I found was probably over 100, which I've actually put in the bin beside me here. So let's get started. Well, the first item up, there we go. We've got a little bit of piping there. Nothing exciting. Then, up next, there we go. That's quite a heavy duty if I've ever seen one. Heavy duty bit of metal. Heavy metal. Yeah, I mentioned that before with music. I don't mind a bit of heavy metal. Favourite music, probably pop music, dance music. I do like rock and roll as well. I'm a bit of an old school type of guy with my music as well. Then we have got tin lids. Then we've got this little thing here. It's like a little stirrer thing, something you put in you get measure things with. And then going on to a bike part here. There we go. We've got the pedal, and to go with the pedal, we've got the cranky thing here. That's where the pedals go on to. There we go. Then to something you probably don't see much nowadays, these old-fashioned bells. It looks like the top of a bell anyway, from a bicycle. Quite a nice find, really. Then we're going on to the chains. There we go. Got one chain there. And the next bit of chain, which I quite liked because we still had the blue lock on it. Really nice. Happy with the lock. And then this bit here, I think possibly looks part of a bike part as well. Certainly bike parts. You get plenty of bike parts in the River Cam here in Cambridge. And next part is actually not off a bicycle. The next part, this bit here, is off a boat. As I say, this is where you put your oar into here, and you row your boat gently down the River Cam. Then I've got to say, the next item here is probably my find of the day. There we go. Got myself a little knife there. Could probably clean this one up, get the crud off it, possibly be able to use it again. Never know. So this is my time today here at Jesus Lock, fishing, magnet fishing in the River Cam. Also beside me, which you can't see on camera, but we have got the fishing guys here as well, trying to catch some fish as well. So I had a nice time down here today. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I would appreciate if you could like my video, and if you get the time to comment on it, I appreciate that too. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, that would be nice even as well. So hope you all beautiful people out there have a fantastic weekend, a week ahead, and I look forward to make another video soon. So it's goodbye from me. Take care.